One evening, a little moth watched the butterflies dance in the breeze. He tries his best to flutter just like them. But when the moth got close to the butterflies, his fluttering scared them away. Feeling sad, the moth flew back to his leaf and looked down at the field of flowers that gleamed under the evening sun. Suddenly, the moth had an idea. What if he could look just like the butterflies? The moth skipped among the flowers, looking for bright colors to put on his wings. He even found a special shiny thing. Lastly, the moth tied up his antenna with string. The moth admired his reflection and his new look. With a deep breath, the moth flew into the air, ready to join the butterflies. But all of his decorations were dragging him down. The moth couldn't fly anymore, even though he was so close. The moth fell down into the pond below. Nearby, a ladybug heard the splash. She ran to the pond as fast as she could. Soaking wet, the moth climbed out of the water. He didn't see the huge toad in front of him. But then the ladybug rolled in and saved him. The moth was frightened. The ladybug asked him what was wrong. He told the ladybug that he was so close, that if he put more on his wings, he could be like the butterflies. The ladybug shook her head and said that the moth didn't need to be someone he wasn't. He looked perfectly good as he was. The moth was welcome to join her and her friends for some nectar and pollen instead, if he wanted. The moth hesitated at first, then he followed her to the bug's picnic. The ladybug introduced him to her friends. Together, they shared nectar and pollen under the moon. For the first time, the moth didn't feel out of place. And from then on, the moth was never alone again. He had found his own light